Hello dear friends, once again welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this short video we will be continuing our discussion on rhetoric or figure of speech. In our previous video where we just discussed question number 27, and in this video from 28 we will be just we will try to scan the examples. Now first one, 28, a lie has no legs. So here lie is supposed to be a human being. Okay, so while an abstract idea is supposed to be a human being, or an abstract idea is personified with human attributes, that is called personification. So if I say a lie has no legs, so it is an example of personification. Okay, for example, opportunity knocks at the door. Okay, so here opportunity is personified to be a human being, so that is also an example of personification. In the same way, if I say a lie has no legs, so it's an example of personification. Now 29, youth is full of pleasure and age is full of care. So here you can see two phrases are there, two contradictory phrases. First of all, youth is full of pleasure. Second one is age is full of care. So youth and age and pleasure and care, these are opposite one. So these two phrases, first of all, that is youth is full of pleasure, and second one is age is full of care. So while these two contradictory phrases are placed together, so that is called antithesis. Okay, especially two phrases, it must be placed together. But when two words, opposite words or contradictory words are placed together, that is called oxymoron. But here it is two phrases, youth is full of pleasure and age is full of care. This is an example of antithesis. Now next one is the righteous shall flourish as the palm trees. So this is the subject, righteous, and shall flourish as the palm trees. As, so you can see that there are two different things, that is righteous and palm trees. They are compared directly, explicitly. So explicit comparison, direct comparison with the help of as, like, so, it's called simile. That's fine. And indirect comparison, or what I can say, implicit comparison, is called metaphor. Yes, but here it is direct comparison, but because here is the use of as. Okay, now next one is, what figure of speech is used when a statement is made emphatic by overstatement? So overstatement or exaggeration, it is called hyperbole. Okay, for example, a flood of blood. Okay, like this way. Yes, overstatement is called hyperbole. Next one is, what figure of speech is used when two contradictory qualities are predicted at once of the same thing? So two contradictory qualities are predicted. This is example of oxymoron. In which figure of speech the sense is conveyed by the sound of words? Now sound of words, if it is related to sound, so it is the last one, that is sound means onomatopoeia. Okay, now 34, the last one, 34, in which figure of speech is there a play on the various meanings of a word? It means the duality of the meaning of a single word. Okay, that is called pun. That is called pun. Pun means is nothing but the duality of a single word. A single word may have different meaning from different context. For example, if I say second, so second talks about the time. Okay, and second talks about the position, like first, second. Okay. Next one is 35, which figure of speech is produced when the same sound is repeated more than twice at the beginning of a word? At the beginning of a word, if a sound, especially the consonant sound, is repeated, this is called alliteration. Okay, alliteration is the repeated use of the same consonant sound at the beginning of more than two words. Okay, two consecutive words especially. And if it is the repeated use of the same vowel sound, this is called assonance. Okay, assonance is the repeated use of the same vowel sound, but consonant is, if consonant sound is repeated at the initial of the word at least two or more than two, then it is called iteration. Now 36, which of the following is an example of onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeia talks about sound. It talks about sound. So if we just look at option number B, the beetle wheels his droning flight. So the beetle wheels, so this is related to the sound, so it talks about onomatopoeia. Now next one is, which of the following is an example of oxymoron? So oxymoron oxymoron means two contradictory words are placed together, okay, for greater emphasis. So if we see the first example, there is a kind cruelty. So kind cruelty, first of all kind, and the other one is cruelty. So these two words are placed together, so this is called oxymoron. Oxymoron example, like that visible darkness. If I say visible darkness or regularly irregular, so this is also example of oxymoron. Now 38, example of antithesis. Antithesis, already I told you, two phrases of opposite sense would be placed together. This one, fair is foul, foul is fair, from Macbeth. Okay. Which of the following is an example of apostrophe? Apostrophe, there is a use of apostrophe, very easy to understand and find. Oh solitude, where are thy charms? So apostrophe is one sort of greeting, invocation. Okay, and especially you can find the use of apostrophe also. Now the last one, which of the following is an example of alteration? Alteration means the repeated use of the same consonant sound, especially the last one, with beaded bubbles twinkling at the brim, so repeated use of the B sound. Okay, and yes, this is done. And if you wish to have the previous one, then go back to my channel. There you can find the practice one, okay, that deals with rhetoric or figure speech. Thank you.